Tara Jacobson, M&M Monsters Marketing Artfully. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to integrate your social media to your website. And as I was going through the steps of this, I was really amazed at all the different moving pieces that I don't really pay attention to, but that I just know are important pieces of the puzzle. So I'm going to try to get through this pretty quickly. First off, you need to have links to your different social properties that pop up. I've done all this work to get somebody to my website. If they love Facebook and they want to follow me on Facebook, that's fine, which is awesome. But I also want to let them go ahead and stay on here. Another thing you can do that I don't do is I'm not trying to get people from my blog to my Facebook, but there are widgets that you could put over here that would show your social interactions on the right hand side. I think it's really important to remember what your ultimate goal is, and my ultimate goal is actually to get people onto my email marketing list, not to have them be a Facebook person. So most of my social is a drive from Facebook to my blog. So that's just my take on it. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a really great plugin. I use Get Social, Getsocial, and I'll make sure that I have all these links in the blog post and the email that you guys are going to be getting. So this is a way for people to just automatically share. So if I wanted to tweet this out, I would just click that. It opens up my Twitter and I tweet. It does that for all of those. So if we wanted to share to LinkedIn and things like that, that is a really good way to get social proof so that people show that they actually like your blog post and things like that. It's a great way to integrate social. My next way to integrate social is to use my blog as a way to generate social content. So I have Twitter feed set up for Marketing Artfully and for the M&M Monsters. I would sign in, but this is painfully slow. I have to tell you, I love Twitter feed. Their service is amazing. Their service is free, and their website is just horrific. But what happens is, functionally, every time I post a blog post, Twitter feed checks it and then goes and posts it on Twitter for me. And it delays it. It doesn't do it automatically, so I like that about it. To me, that's very important and a very easy thing to do. A way to post automatically to Facebook from your blog and your website, from your blog only, excuse me, is using networked blogs. And what this does is it will take my Marketing Artfully and automatically post it to Facebook. Now, the Media Monster does a lot of this automation. I'm not anti-automation, but I find that when I hand post or when I'm more cognizant of what I'm doing, I tend to get better results. So instead of using networked blogs, I actually use what's called, let's do it this way in this order. I use Blog Lovin', it's a silly name. But I have all my blogs loaded. So number one, somebody could find my blog and really like it. So I've loaded it into here. It's just a feed reader. So if you use Feedly, don't get this. Use your Feedly, anything like that. But what I do is I would just hit this. It would come up in my bar right here. And then I use a tool called Buffer, Buffer, to post it to my different internet properties. So let's go ahead and do, let's see, business quotes. Those are nice because they have lots of different pictures. So let's go ahead and buffer this, and I'm going to send this to my pterodactyl Twitter, my M&M Monster stuff, probably my LinkedIn. That's good. I might send it to my realtor people. The nice thing for me about this is that I have all my social media properties hooked into here, and so I'm able to actually go in and launch these very easily and send them out over time. And I'll show you the back end of my buffer. I don't just share my things, I share lots of different people's things. So let's take a peek at the M&M Monsters. Question and answer session, our free marketing, our free course, historical photos. That's actually really a cool post. My list thing. This is our marketing products. These are the Jingle Bell guys with the winkies. The importance of conversion. All different kind of stuff is mixed up in here. And what that actually does is, hang on one second, I'll pause you so you don't have to watch this. And it's going to go and put it in here. Sometimes like a really nice big picture. It'll sometimes bring in a little tiny one. It brings a nice mix of it. So I have to say that I'm really happy with it. Let's go back there. And the other nice thing about Buffer is you can totally, this one failed, so I'm just going to delete it. That's fine. But this will show that this is for tomorrow, Wednesday. You can move them around. So like if I wanted to move it around, you can move it around. I find this to be a really, really good way for me to be able to share both my stuff and other people's stuff. I wonder if you want to see it. Okay, hold on one sec. Sorry about that. I told you there's a lot of moving parts and I was trying to think them through first. So anyways, this is, I use Chrome, so this is a little buffer icon. So all I would do is push buffer, and then I would be able to put it towards whichever one I wanted it, like I showed you before. The last thing I want to show you for being able to use for social media is Hootsuite. And that does have a nice feature. It allows, there's a free version. You can also pay quite a bit of money. My problem with Hootsuite is that I'm not seeing in my Facebook profile any sort of tweets from or posts from people that have used Hootsuite. I think it's only people that are actually posting their own things. This is actually some kind of feed that's going out, so that's fine. But if I go down through mine, I do not see any kind of post from anything that comes from Hootsuite. So for me, that's kind of very telling that you could be putting things in and they're not being shown. Now, that having been said, I will tell you that Buffer doesn't have a great track record for me of doing that. Mostly what I'm doing is making sure that there's a continuous stream of content on my social media rather than trying to do engagement that way. The native profile, when you go into Facebook itself, and I've written some really good posts, I'll try to find the one that I'm thinking of, about whether you want to post it using a Hootsuite, using a Buffer, or whether you want to hand post things. When you hand post, it just shows up so much better. This is posted from Deb's phone, posted via iOS, so we know that she just uploaded it via her phone, and that is very powerful. So please don't fall into the trap of doing everything with all the great tools that we have. Make sure that you're going into the native platforms and doing things too. So hopefully that helps with the social media portion of it. Keep your peepers open for the next version. Tara Jacobson, Marketing and Media Monsters.